One day, Jesus stood before a large crowd of people, and he said this to them. He said, "Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Will he not first sit down and estimate the cost to see if he has enough money to complete it? For if he lays the foundation and is not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule him and say, 'This fellow began to build, but he wasn't able to finish.' Or suppose a king is about to go to war against another king. Will he not first sit down and consider whether he's able with 10,000 men to oppose the one coming against him with 20,000? If he's not able, he'll send a delegation while the other's still a long way off, and he'll ask for terms of peace." Essentially, Jesus is laying down a basic life principle, and that principle could be phrased something like this. If you ever want to do anything of significance in life, there's a cost involved. Whenever you want to achieve something of any significance, you've got to count the cost. There's always a cost. And that got me to wondering, what would it cost to reach an entire city for Jesus Christ? For 100 years, Broadway Church has understood this truth, that anything of significance has a cost. And Broadway people have been willing to pay that price. And the fruit of their labor is all around us. Years ago, God spoke to me about why some churches grow and why some churches don't grow. I was frustrated at the time, and I said, "God, why aren't you sending more people to the congregation that I was presently leading?" And he said, "Darren, I'm not going to waste people on you. I'm not going to send people to you that you're not prepared to disciple." And I saw a picture. It was a basket, and the basket was woven, but it was loosely woven. And there were pieces of grain that were falling through the cracks in the basket. And God said to me, "Darren, as tightly as you weave the basket, so will the harvest be. I'm not going to send people to you that you're going to allow to fall between the cracks of your congregation. I'll only send people to you that you're prepared to take care of." And that's what we're trying to do here, folks. We're trying to weave the basket. We're trying to show ourselves to be faithful to God, that we're willing to do whatever it takes to take care of every person that God sends to us. In the last 2 years, God has indeed entrusted souls to us, and we've been doing our best to nurture them and disciple them, to help them grow into fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ. But we've reached a crucial point, a point of decision. Our existing basket, the way we do things now, has reached a point of overflowing. If we do nothing, we'll soon become like a glass under a running tap. We'll appear successful because we'll always appear full. But in reality, we'll be failing because we will be allowing precious water to flow over our edges and down the drain. It's time for us to step forward. It's time for us to stretch. It's time for us to write our chapter in the ongoing story that's Broadway Church. Here's what's happening. Starting this September, we're moving to 2 morning services. We'll have our 9 o'clock service, then our regular Christian education hour, followed by a second identical 11:15 morning service. That means we're going to need ushers, we're going to need greeters, we're going to need children's workers, we're going to need people to man our guest services booth and our automated giving center. We need you, people just like you. Maybe you were once involved in Broadway Church and you've stepped aside for a period. Thank you for all that you've done in the past. But here would be a great opportunity for you to step forward again. Or maybe you're relatively new to Broadway, like me, and you've been waiting or looking for an opportunity to step up and step in. Here's your chance. Either way, why not take that insert that you'll find in your program on a Sunday morning, or visit us at BroadwayChurch.com, or call our church office. Either way, connect with someone and say, how can I get involved? We need you this September. Vancouver needs you this September. People of Broadway Church, lost people matter to God. Do they matter to us? And what are we doing to show that they matter to us? We're on the threshold of a whole new era. What new heights, what new stories does God have in store for this congregation? The city of Vancouver and the kingdom of God is waiting for our response.